Hey you guys. Alright, so you probably just saw me play Made For You by Building 429, and now I'm going to show you guys how to play it. It's a pretty simple song. It starts out with a little synth going. Pretty simple. And it does that one more time through, and then finally some drums kick in with some electric guitar. And the chords are going to be the 10th fret of the B and G string, G and B string. We're going to hit those two. Then we're going to make it we're going to keep the G where we are on 10, and we're going to move the B to 11. Get that nice little sound. We're going to go back to 10 for both strings on the G and B. Then finally we're going to go down to the B and E string, but we're going to hit the 8th frets. So the way those are going to sound and all. And before I show you guys how we're going to play those rhythmically with our right hand, I want you guys to know we're in drop D tuning. This is going to become very important, especially on the chorus and bridge. So okay. So from there, we're actually going to learn the rhythm to it. And the rhythm I like to do as a simple little bass to start with is 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4. So put that into the chords that we just learned. Now that's pretty simple. You should be able to get that just from hearing it. If not, just practice it. Just go through what I said. 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4, and you should be able to get it on the demo or what I played on the cover. I mess around with it. I do palm mutes and everything. You can play around with it. I really don't care, but that's a simple basis just to start with, and from there we go into we go straight to the 10th fret of the B string, and we're just going to hit a note and hold it out. For this part, I really like putting my toggle knob thingy, whatever, in the middle between these two. So I'm using both of them. I just like the sound it gives. And then after we hit that note, I hit my switch, and then we hit another 10th fret. And then we do this little ambient whatchamacallit. So the way this is going to go is we're going to put our ring finger on the 12th fret of the D string, the high D string. And we're going to pretty much bar the rest of the frets on 10 of the rest of the strings. So all those. So in all, we should have our ring finger on 12 and all those on 10. But except the B string, keep all your fingers barred and everything, but on the B string, we're going to be using our pinky and going on to the 13th fret. Right there. So in all, this should be... And with this little freaky chord, we're going to make our whole little whatchamacallit. So the way this goes is we're going to go D to G to D, so 12, 10, 12. So from there we're going to hit the 13th fret of the B string and then hit the 10th fret of the B string. So we're going to let our pinky go. So in all it should be. Then we're going to pick our pinky, move it to the E string and do 13, 12. And with our pointer, we're going to play the 10th fret and then the 9th fret of the G string. and then we're going to do it all again except for the 10 to 9. We're going to go 10 to 12. So and that's it. For the next part, we go into the chorus, which is going to be a B flat to an F to a C to a D, and it's going to be a simple like 16th note. That's what your right hand's pretty much going to do the entire time. So let's go through the chorus once. It's going to be like from there, it does the B flat again to the F, and then holds the C for the rest of the measure, pretty much like this. We have 2 more notes that we can fit in that measure, and what the original guitarist does for this song is he actually hits an A and then goes into the B flat, since we got to repeat. So it's going to sound like alright, and then we go through the chorus again. So that would be 2 times through, and for the second time he's going to hold the C, because we're not going back into the chorus. He's going to hold that C for the last 2 notes, and then we're going to hit these little notes of ours that we learned earlier with our little 1 2 1 2 3 4, and we're going to go from there. We're going to hit our 10th fret again, do it again, and do our little we're gonna go back into the chorus. I personally like to slide back into it. After we finish that, we're gonna play our little triad again, and if I'm correct, then we're going into the bridge. The bridge is pretty simple. It's, now keep in mind we're in drop, so we're going to be playing our low D twice, come up to the 12th, I believe 6 times. I'm sorry, 4. So then 2 times on the 7, 6 times on the 8, 8 times on the 8. Then 8 times on the 3rd fret, and then 8 times on the 10th fret. So in all, it's going to be 0, 12, 7, 8, 3, 10. With how many hits that I just said. So it's going to sound something like this. From there, we're going to go back into the chorus, and then we're going to play our little triads again, and we're pretty much hitting the outro when we're doing these. So it's and then we're going to repeat that, and except for when we're hitting these last ones, the song's going to hit their last note, and we're going to go and move our fingers on the B and E up 2 frets to the 10th fret, and then just hold that last note. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. If you have any questions, please message me. If you have any questions about how I'm recording this, or what a camera I use, or what equipment I use, what string gauge I use, pretty much anything, just message me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Alright, check you guys later.